Well, it's not the best day out today, but it definitely could be worse. Today we're heading up to the Bronx, to Cortlandt Park. I've been trying for like 2 weeks to get up there to do this one, but it takes about an hour to get there, and I haven't had enough time on any days because I've always had other stuff going on. But today I got time, so let's do it. If you're just finding this channel, I pick places in New York to go explore, and I take you with me. Please subscribe if you haven't already. We're gonna head uptown. Actually, we're heading cross town on the bus, and then we're heading uptown on the one. Let's go. We need the one that goes to Cortlandt Park. So they just introduced a new subway map this year. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's fine, I guess. Change can be difficult. So we're going to the end of the line on the one here, and as it usually works out, when you go to the end of a line, often you end up one of the only ones left on the subway. Off the subway, station's right there, and here's Cortlandt Park, right off bathrooms. All right, let's head into the park. It's cool. Looks like a field day over there. Here we are at Cortlandt Park. That's a lot of open space. All the land this park is on now was purchased by Jacobus Van Cortlandt in 1691. It's a long time ago. So Van Cortlandt built his farm here, and then he passed it on to his family. In the park is the Van Cortlandt house, which is the oldest known surviving house in the Bronx. The Van Cortlandts didn't live up here primarily. They spent most of their time down in Manhattan. This was just their weekend getaway home. Although it just took me an hour to get up here on the train. So back before trains, I'm sure that was at least a full day's journey to get back to Manhattan. We're not that close. So this whole family property was sold to the city of New York in 1888 and turned into public space. Here's the house though. They're working on the fence here, but let's see if we can go in and walk around a little bit. More bathrooms. That was a very sudden change to the type of trail we were on. This would be a much different trip if the sun was out. Gives it kind of an eerie, overcast feeling. This is all marshy. There are mosquitoes buzzing all around me now. I haven't had to deal with that in a while. So in 1880, before this even became a park, the New York City and Northern Railroad, which was later the New York and Putnam Railroad, planned their route right through the park. And now the line is abandoned, but it's still here, and I'm gonna climb up there. Check this out. This is one of the old stations on the abandoned railroad. That's cool. Golf course over in that direction. There are more trails over in this direction. There's a lake outflow over there too. I can hear that. Sounds like a waterfall. Tennis center over there. These are called the Grand Central Stones, and this is actually not art. This had a practical purpose. In 1903, the New York Central Railroad built these here out of different materials to see how the different materials that they were considering using on the construction of Grand Central Station would be affected by the New York winter. I'm not good with types of stones, but apparently some of these are granite, some of these are limestone, some of these are marble, and you can tell how they look a little bit different. So the trail that we were walking on over there was railroad property, and that property extended over here as well. So they went ahead and built these samples here on the railroad property and left them here to see what would happen to them. Over time, they were painted, they were covered by graffiti, generally neglected. But in 2017, they were all cleaned off and restored. That's pretty cool. This park is so big, I'm not gonna be able to hit all the corners of it. I'm having a hard time figuring out which path I should take to see as much as I can. The sun's trying to poke through though. This trail goes in between the holes on the golf course here. So I've got people teeing up on both sides of me. Just looking at the map and realizing how far away where I thought where I was going was, and I'm not even really sure what's up there, so I'm turning around. We'll go try to find some other things closer to the subway station. This park is enormous, and the problem with it is once you get to the other side, you gotta come back, because the station where we got off, which is down in the bottom left corner of the park, is the end of the line. So if you walk up, you gotta walk back. And I'm gonna run out of time here, because remember, it's gonna take me another hour to get home. This is quite the trail, trying to cut back across to the other part of the park, but this kind of weaves its way around the golf course. This is kind of funny because I'm on the nature trail, but the caged-in golf path is right next to me. Who feels more trapped, them or me? I don't know. I'm not going this way, but it would appear that you can wander out into the unknown there. I want to go back to this path though. Well, I just popped out of the woods and now I'm right across the field from the Van Cortlandt house. We'll keep wandering this way and see what's up there. It says there's an overlook up there. We'll go check it out, see if it's anything. So the tortoise and the hare both went that way. I think is what that sign means. Maybe this is where their famous race took place. It's hard to say. All right, today's choose your own adventure. Up or not up? Let's go up. Vault Hill. Turns out this is the burial site of the Van Cortlandt family. Makes sense. Can't go in there though. There's an overlook up that path, so let's go that way. It is an overlook. It's pretty high up actually. You couldn't see all this through the trees from down there, so it looked like it was just tall trees. This is impressive though. It's a little bit of a scramble to get out here to the edge. That's okay. The burial vault is tucked right back in there, and you can see some of the Bronx off in that direction. It's a pretty peaceful place. There's just one guy over there doing yoga in the trees. Otherwise, it's that kind of solitude in the midst of the masses. I can see a lot of people over there, but I'm by myself, besides the guy quietly doing stretches. All right, let's go try to find something else. I really do wonder what these signs mean. I keep seeing them. This is the third one. I guess I'm kind of going in the direction they're pointing, so maybe I'll find out. This is cool. Look at, that's down, kind of a cliff right here. There are lots of little off the beaten paths that go off in every direction. It'd probably be fun to explore here. Even though I live in the middle of a huge city, when I come on these little adventures, I never know when I'm going to be walking in the woods. It's crazy. It's really nice though. The Henry Hudson Parkway. So we'll head back around this way, around to the other side of that big field, and work our way back to the subway. Again, there's a lot that I haven't seen in this park. It keeps going north up on the other side of the Henry Hudson Parkway, and there's a lot more of it up there. Plus, way in that direction, there's an old Croton Aqueduct weir chamber, which is part of the ruins of the old Croton Aqueduct. So that'd be cool to see. But I put myself on this side of the highway, so when I was over there in between the golf courses, I couldn't have gotten across to see it. That means that's for a different trip. Trail is not quite as pleasant right next to the parkway. I'm pretty sure this is part of that old rail line. I want to go up there. Once again, not actually off limits. This is actually part of what they call the bridle path. I'll walk this that way instead. This popped us out right by the same old field. Van Cortlandt house, restrooms right over there. We'll walk around these fields and back over toward the subway. Look at all this though. I like this park. It's just kind of open, but then wooded all at the same time. I will have to come back and try to see the rest of it. Maybe there's a way to get to the top of it faster, maybe by taking the train instead of the subway or something. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. So that Outlook we were on was up in that high point right up there. I'm still really far away from the subway. Okay, there's a tortoise and hare restaurant over there, and I'm pretty sure there's a tortoise and hare statue right over there. There has to be something that I've missed. And those of you who already know what I've missed are probably thinking, man, how did he miss that? I don't know, I just did. Now I'm gonna have to go look it up though. Back at Memorial Grove. Stopped at the restroom one last time before the journey home. Back up to the east side. Look at how nice a day it ended up being. That was a good little trip to a big park. Be sure to check out all the other episodes already available on the channel Up to the East Side on YouTube. Like and subscribe, and look for new episodes every Friday. Thanks for coming with me to explore New York City. I'll see you next time.